Good morning. Good morning. It's 2:48 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now. I love getting out the door early. I love to have time to have these conversations, to have these talks. Listen, I just when life has legitimately, literally had you bent over, you know what I'm saying? You come to appreciate. And I think that's one thing that I've never really expressed about why I do these videos, why I get up so early in the morning. Like, these are facts. You know, if you look at my timeline on social media, you're not going to see a whole lot of discrepancies in who I am. It's not going to differ. Who I am is not going to differ from too much from what I talk about. It's consistency. There's continuity amongst who I am. Obviously, my wife and my kids are going to see a little bit more intimate, passionate part of me, but that's because my job is as the priest of my house. My job is as the head of the house. My job is to sometimes to go and into things and take the brunt of it, and not to complain or not to act as if I'm doing anybody some great favor. But that's my job. My job is to let the wind hit me first before it touches any of them. And I don't think I've ever explained why or what motivates me to do what I do. You know, most people don't know the fact that I wake up every single morning and I set my voicemail. Yeah, I wake up, I call my voicemail, and I say, "Hi, good morning. This is what's today? The 7th." I say, "Hey, good morning. This is it is Friday, February 7th, 2020. You've reached the office of the Robertson team at AZ & Associates Real Estate Group. Please leave your name and number, or for a faster response, call our assistant at that. Thank you. God bless. Have a wonderful day. We look forward to helping you with all your real estate needs." I've been doing that for years. And if there's one thing that I've been shown as a result of setting up that voicemail on a regular basis, is I've been shown that consistency creates another level of individual. Another thing that I've learned in my journey, in my walk, is that there's nobody on the face of this earth you want to lie to more, that you don't want to lie to more than yourself. It's bad enough to lie to other people. Like, that's unacceptable. It's really unacceptable to lie to other people. I can't remember the last time I've lied to someone. And I've been confronted with some questions where I was like, okay. But I can't remember the last time I actually lied to someone. Because a lot of that stems with the fact, when I'm lying to someone else, I'm really lying to myself. I'm really out of integrity with myself. But just to kind of rewind and go back to what I was talking about, which is the reason, my purpose, my intentions for why I do what I do, why I get up so early in the morning, why I'm consistent about going to the gym, why I'm consistent about setting my voicemail, why I'm consistent about doing these videos. It's because when you sit down and really think about all the different times, and especially for my friends who've survived cancer, gee, that mother sucker is a bad dude. I swear there's not a situation I've done came across, or a person I've done encountered, who has not lost somebody to cancer. And so for my cancer survivors, this should ring really loud. Because if you can survive cancer, that's God saying, I still need you here to get some things done. Because there's a lot of people before you that I let go. It was their time. It was done. It's over. And when I think back on my life and all the, more and more things keep coming up that I'm starting to remember, like that drive-by, and where the bullets didn't come out, and the robbing when the bullet didn't come out, and the numerous situations where I should have died, or maybe had life in prison. I was a kid playing grown games. I was a kid playing grown man games. And what I've learned is, one, the power to make any change has a lot to do with your ability to be consistent. But I knew that I was here to do something better, so I wanted to start making a change, and the change had to come with me first. It had, change is always going to have to start with you first. Change is always going to start with you first. It's not going to start with your kids. It's not going to start with your spouse. It's not going to start with it's not going to start with anybody else. Change has to start with you, and with you have to start somewhere. Where are you going to start? So a lot of the reason why I am the way that I am is the fact that I'm thankful. I know that there's a calling on my life, and when there's a calling on your life, every single moment is precious. Not precious because you're scared to die, precious because there's so much work to do for the glory of God, but there's also so much work to do to make sure that you magnify God to your kids, magnify Him to the people around you, that you leave the world a little bit better, in a little bit better place than you found it. Listen, I've been doing these videos for every day for years. I don't have some big, great following. Matter of fact, I'm only talking to one person right now. One. The other 1 million, 2 million people who hear this video will hear it after I'm dead. Because that's who we are. That's what we are. All we care to hear and listen to is a prophet, somebody who has come, gone, and left something behind for us to hopefully figure out the lessons of life too. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. There's a lot of great thinkers that I look at and I follow and I gather advice from. There's a lot. And they're dead now. I was reading about Jean-Michel Basquiat. You probably heard about him in a Jay-Z rap. He was an artist. He was a Brooklyn or New York born artist. Died. Overdose. A child prodigy. He had a voice, but it only really came to life after his death. I'm okay with that because I'm gonna die. But while I'm here, consistency is what's gonna build the foundation that's gonna break the chains. That's what it really comes down to. I'm breaking generational curses left and right. know what they say, if you're not a part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. If you're not with me, you're against me. If you're not for me, you oppose me. But at the end of the day, what does the person in the mirror need to do to make the change or the impact that's necessary? Because you can't change nobody else. If you can't change yourself, you can't change nobody else. If you can't if you can't exercise the discipline that you need to exercise, or the consistency, why get mad at somebody else who's having the same exact struggle? I don't think that building right there is supposed to be on fire, so let me call the fire department real quick.